Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in trying to edit the last video, the one I put out yesterday, I realized that was too long, so I had to cut it abruptly. And yeah, so this is the main part of the video that I put up yesterday, and this is the final part on how we're able to pull off a 100-man intimate evening wedding in Nigeria. So yeah. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hey guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. This point I want to say was that we were ready to compromise. Now, not necessarily compromise on what we wanted, but compromise on the method to get to where we wanted. We wanted a small, intimate wedding that would be cost effective, right? How it was going to happen, we were not very sure. Why we wanted a small garden evening kind of wedding. When I first put it to my dad, in fact, before I even told my dad already told me that his remaining two daughters, as myself and my youngest son, must get married in his church, in his home church, in Ugeli. Guys, I stay in Warri. The people I know are in Warri. I want him to get married in another church, in another town. So, when he first told me, I kept quiet. I didn't say anything. I told him this is what I thought. I did not even tell him garden. I said, I want to get married in Warri, Daddy. I'm a pastor. My husband in a church. My husband is a deacon in that same church. I want both of us to leave that church. It's not like and then come. She was like, hey, you were brought in Foursquare. That's my family church. You were brought in Foursquare. I said, Dad, I've not been in Foursquare in maybe 10 years. Like, how are we going to? Anyway, I didn't argue with him. I said, okay, no problem, Daddy. Went to pray about it and never spoke about it again. Next time I saw him was after the introduction, sometime in March. And it was like, so what were you saying about the wedding? I said, no, Daddy. It's fine. It's fine. If we're not to get married in Ugeli, we will. But we want a small wedding, Daddy. So this is it. On Thursday, I even quoted Bible for my daddy. My daddy likes Bible. I told him there's only one kind of wedding that is recognized in the Bible, which is another video I'm going to do. Is traditional wedding. The wedding in Canaan was a traditional wedding was a traditional wedding, and it showcased the tradition of the Canaan people. All the weddings in the Bible showcased the tradition of the prevailing community at the time. So I'm like, Daddy, what the major thing is traditional wedding, which is going to happen on Thursday. Yeah? And Daddy, we can do anything we want to do on Thursday. Like, you can do anything. Guys, my traditional wedding was a carnival. And it happened on a work day. We had 11 canopies and 400 chairs. And my dad told me he rented extra 100 chairs during the wedding. I'm not joking. And my white wedding would have been the same if I allowed it. And for the love of God, do you see what happens in receptions these days? A lot of times, receptions are always a drag. Like, I'm like, God, people don't even care about the couple. Just have people randomly talking, fighting for food, surveying, all of those things. Like, thinking about now doing that kind of reception was even already stressing me out. My other star had a big wedding for both our weddings. Traditional wedding was like 10 canopies. White wedding was like 400 people was the hall we used. I'm not joking. That was like 8 years ago. So I knew the same thing would happen. I know my family, especially my dad's family. It's a party family, like almost all Nigerian families. So I told him, traditional wedding, we can do anything we want to. We will blow off. We would. But see, on Saturday, if you insist that we'll do this in your church, no problem. Saturday morning, myself, my husband, my pastors will come, do the wedding in church. After which we will close. We will not do a reception. At best, we'll probably serve food for the minister. But we're not doing 2 big weddings. So I kept insisting it. So that was what we really wanted. Yeah? However it was going to happen, we're even okay with Thursday traditional weddings. Friday, go to the registry, and in the evening, just chill out with our friends at home, like in our current house, and just chill. 40 people, 30 people, just chill, like eat food, sit down, play, dance, and all of that. We were ready for that. For that. In fact, that was even going to be more cost effective for us. So I put it to my dad, and he saw that. He saw the point. So I gave him reasons that resonated with him. So for some of you have to learn to be able to compromise on something. For example, our Thursday wedding was big. We told them invite all your friends. The cards we made for the Thursday wedding, I don't think between both of us we took up to 20. We made 100 cards. We gave 80 to both families. Like, it was not about, and invite anybody, bring boss, there will be food, there will be everything, but that's for you. Yeah, on Saturday, we're going to have to compromise on it. And my parents, of course, they after a while, after thinking about it, they agreed and said, okay, no problem. I remember my husband's family, sisters were saying, since the white is in worry, why don't you do the traditional small and do the white big? Now let me say something, guys. Traditional wedding most times is beyond your control. Not most times, it's always beyond your control. It's usually traditional culture, extended family members that you will never see again, that you don't even know. So there's no way I was going to allow that to be small. And the white wedding, which was going to be majorly my friends, something that I could control the program, control everything, I didn't want that to be large. That, like I said, I don't want a random reception where people were just everywhere. Yama married, we didn't want that. So compromise. Be ready to compromise on something. Yeah. The way to what you want is not the only way in your head. There are many ways to get to what you want. So find a way to make everybody happy. Don't let it not be you can find a way to make it a win-win situation. Yeah, you might not be able to win 100%, but find a way around it. That's one of the things we did. I see people doing small weddings, and I'm totally here for it. We couldn't even imagine spending so much money on wedding, 2 weddings. Like, no, it was not even going to happen. So, you guys, if you're in a place where you and your spouse, you're young, and you're just trying to fit in yourself, you don't have all the money, and you know you're going to immediately pay for this wedding. Look, Yorubas don't really have so much of a problem. I've seen that with my Yoruba friends. Most times the family pay for the wedding. Both families, especially both families are Yorubas, they find a way. So Yorubas want lavish wedding, but they're ready to drop money for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But it's not really like that with Urobos. Correct me if I'm wrong, but generally with Urobos, the couples are the one mostly, not everywhere, mostly paying for the weddings. And the wedding usually happens on the family terms. Come on, guys, it can't work. Now, maybe if both our parents were very rich, had money, and wanted to do this, that, what would have most likely happened? Would have said, this is what we want for our wedding. We have 500k for this wedding. But what the wedding you are calling is 2.5. No problem. Bring the remaining one. Do your own wedding. Probably what would have now done is maybe have a dinner with our friends on Sunday evening or something. I know would have found out a way to do that one intimate thing that we wanted, since they wanted to pay for the whole big thing. But for us, since you're not paying for anyone, we're paying for everything, and this is no way to disrespect our parents. This is where they are in, really. This is not one paying for everything. It's only once we can do this thing, so we'll do it the way that we want, or at least mostly the way that we want. So if you're in a place where you're wondering, how am I going to do this thing, guys, I really think you can gather money to pay off the traditional. I think traditional wedding is the most because you can't walk away from it. You must pay the list. My list after everything was almost 250,000. I think 200 to 50,000. I know somebody from my village that list was over 400,000. I went to that wedding and I was so proud of him. So proud of him. They had a small traditional wedding, about 5 canopies or thereabout. And then they said the white wedding, there was no food. I didn't go for that one. There was no cookie. They just did the wedding in church, blessed them, and everybody went home. Guys, I was so proud of it. Proud because nigga, you just paid almost over 400k in list and buying. So having to now spend, I was so proud of him. I don't get, so if you are, I really encourage you, if you're in a place where you cannot afford a big wedding, and your family who is insisting on the big wedding cannot also afford it, I beg you, don't even fall under peer pressure. Do what you have with what you can. Save up majorly for the traditional, where you cannot, that one is compulsory, you have to pay those things. Save up for that, and the rest can go. I mean, on Thursday morning or Friday morning, you can go to court, sign your registry, wear a simple dress, go home. You don't even have to do small intimate like we did 100 man. Nonsense. You don't. I'm serious. You don't have to. For us, if push came to show 1 month before the wedding, when small doors were rising, we were ready to cancel it. I'm not joking, guys. Myself and I had the conversation 1 month before the wedding. We're already saying that's it. We'll cancel this thing. I'm not joking. We'll just go court. Go just sign our thing, and everybody will be alright. And the truth is, everybody will be alright. Since we have been married, only 2 of us have been in this house. How we have been eating is our business. How all the plans we want to have in this life is our business. The best people that have called us are our parents. And even after calling us, they will not come and live in this house with us. Alright guys, so yeah, that's really pretty much what I shot. But in editing, I also realized I forgot to add, it felt like I kept saying the main people that we were trying to cut were just people from our parents. But we're also trying to cut down the amount of people that came from us, not because we don't care about people, not because, in fact, we know it. Between both of us, we know a lot of people. I personally know a lot of people. In fact, some people, when we announced our engagement, I remember one of my acquaintances, particularly, he's in Russia, was saying, "Oh, your wedding is going to be in second service because you're a pastor," that kind of thing. But we have to start accepting the fact that people can have a private wedding even if they're a public person. It's their space, it's their life, and guys, weddings are expensive. Very expensive. So if people are saying they want a small wedding, you should respect their wishes. I know for us particularly, we had to tell people that almost Thursdays at the point of Saturday, only that for Saturday we just want really close people. And really, you are not really close people to me. Like, we both know. So I don't know why we have to pretend like I'm supposed to invite you for my intimate. Like, I had just 45 people to invite, church people inclusive. So come on guys, cut me some slack. It was bound to happen. And for you out there, you would have to take a stand really as to what you want, as to who you want, and be okay with people not being happy with you about it, because guys, you can't eat your cake and have it, and something must give. So thank you guys for watching. I think that's all. Don't forget, 1,000 subscribers by September. Subscribe, like, and comment, share to people. So I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye.